This is Austin Theory, and you're listening to the Baby Faces podcast only on iHeartRadio.
This is WWE superstar Grayson Waller, and you are listening to the Baby Faces on iHeartRadio.
What's going on, y'all? It's WWE superstar Kofi Kingston, and you're listening to the Baby Faces on iHeartRadio, baby!
We're with iHeartRadio in Louisville, Kentucky on behalf of 97.5 WAMZ and 98.1 The Bull. It's the two biggest country stations here in Kentucky. And on also behalf of our podcast, too, you're on the Baby Faces podcast. So thank you so much for joining. We appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule.
Oh, man, I appreciate it. I'm glad to be on here. We're going to chit-chat and chew the rag up.
Absolutely. It's been one heck of a week. Let's just go ahead and get into it. I mean, we're fresh off the Royal Rumble. Me and Billy just had a watch party over at his house a couple of days ago. So we saw everything that happened and transpired. Explain how the Royal Rumble was for you from your perspective. What was it like? Everything just seemed like it went off with the hand. We know that there's a couple mix-up on your part with the men and women's Royal Rumble. But other than that, how was the Royal Rumble like for you and everything down in Tampa this last weekend?
It was tremendous, man. I liked everything, every part of the Royal Rumble, man. Again, we had the surprise entries, you know what I'm saying, that did what they were supposed to do, handle things. And we're not going to put that blame on me with the miscommunication as far as what Rumble I went in.
I'm not doing that. Billy might.
Yeah, Billy, that wasn't on me, man. They gave me the wrong paperwork.
That's right. Hey, and you also kind of confused it for a tag team match, trying to get the hot tag from Dominic, which you did. Probably my favorite part of the Rumble. I mean, we were dying laughing at the watch party over here. Can you kind of explain what was going through your mind when you getting the hot tag?
I just felt it, Bill. I felt like I needed to get that hot tag to come in there. It was a tag match, right?
I guess you can. I mean, it worked out, right? You got the hot tag. You took
I got
out
the hot tag, man.
Yeah, I mean, you made some noise for sure. But hey, R-Truth, I really got to give you some flowers, bro. Back in 2011, you had one of the most underrated heel runs in WWE history. I'll say it right now. I remember I was on vacation with my family. The same day of Capital Punishment when you had a main event match with John Cena for the championship. And I insisted, we were all like out to dinner. I'm like, I got to be back at the house because I'm ordering Capital Punishment because R-Truth is winning the WWE championship tonight. So I'm giving you your flowers, man. It was some of the more entertaining stuff I've seen, especially in the PG era. Can you kind of talk about like that part of your career and, you know, that really kind of catapulted you into a different, spot on the card, really?
Yeah, man, that was a very memorable time in my career, man. Still think about it as of to this day. Myself and little Jimmy, because he was a part of that time period as well. You know what I'm saying? And I think Capital Punishment was one of my, other than myself and Miz going against The Rock and John Cena, Capital Punishment probably is up on the top list, man, the top 3 pay-per-views I've done. And top, you know what I'm saying? I love my heel part.
Yeah, that's one of the things that we like to talk about on this show is character work. And that's one of the things that you're very much known for. And everyone knows within the last couple of years with the 24/7 championship, you're just always good for a breath of fresh air and a good comedy moment. But for OGs like me and Billy and I who've been watching for a while, and even some people that remember your old TNA Impact days and how your heel worked then, what's it like to kind of be able to change your style up? You said it was very fun working like a heel back then back in 2011. What was it like kind of being able to have like a mean guy personality?
I love it, man. I think everybody should be able to go back and forth. You know what I'm saying? You should be able to hit that switch and rotate around, to reverse the mirror. You know what I'm saying? I think it's part of being in the business. It's part of taking your character, taking your craft to the next level.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, again, that was some of my favorite content from the PG era. And honestly, I'm going to speak it into existence, man. Hopefully one day R-Truth will have his Kofi Mania like moment, like Kofi Kingston did, finally got his flowers at WrestleMania 35. Well, I mean, do you still have goals like that for yourself to win the world title one day, to be a singles champion? Is that still something that's in the cards for you?
I still want to win the world title. I still think I think the roof would come unglued. That
Oh,
happens,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? And I really I think Billy, you're probably one of my favorites now. Yeah, I
Look at
mean,
that.
and I really appreciate you, man. Following my career, giving me my flowers as well, and putting your 2 cents in. I really appreciate that.
Absolutely, man.
It's Billy. Billy is a nice guy. Okay, people need to understand. Just because he's a football coach and he yells all the time at other teenagers doesn't mean he's necessarily a mean dude.
You got to yell sometime.
I mean,
Absolutely.
you got to have some aggression in you, and that's how you get some of these kids straight, right? Is that
Right.
right, Drew? I had just a quick other question, just because I want to. You talk about throwing back. I remember R-Truth when you coming in with Road Dogg, and you were K Quick, right? And you had the tag team. What are the chances, or how much do you get asked about it, or do you still? Is it ever on in your head? Do you ever have to listen to Get Rowdy? Do you ever still listen to that song? Is it ever brought up to you at all?
Backstage a lot. The Viking Raiders sing it all the time to me as soon as he sings.
The Viking Raiders sing Get Rowdy all the time.
Yes, man. You'll be surprised at how many people will come and say, "Get rowdy," about to move some things. Yes, I get that a lot still.
Well, I know you got a flight to catch here, Truth, so we'll get you on your way. We appreciate you taking the time. Again, we are talking to WWE superstar R-Truth ahead of Monday Night Raw, taking over Rupp Arena on February 12th, just here in less than 2 weeks. R-Truth, what's it going to be like to come back to Lexington and Rupp Arena, and what can the fans expect if they come out to the show that Monday?
Man, they can expect to be entertained to the highest of entertainability. Y'all know WWE, we put y'all on that roller coaster, man. You're going to laugh a little bit. You might cry. You're going to definitely get mad, but I'm going to make you laugh, man. So everybody need to come out, get away from the hustle and bustle of real life, and come into the WWE Sports Entertainment, man, and be entertained.
Well, again, we're going to push that R-Truth for WWE Champion hashtag. All right, we're going to make that a
Let's
thing.
do that. And I got to make sure I'm following you, Billy, on all your social media, dog.
Yeah, you do. You
Please
need to follow
do.
Billy.
Both of y'all. You too, Austin.
Please,
Hey, listen.
Definitely, both of y'all.
We'll tag you. We'll tag you in everything. You can hit us with the retweet, hit us with follow, whatever. We appreciate any love we can get.
Truth, you know you have one more thing to do, right? You know you have one more thing to do. We're talking in World Championship Aspirations 2024. The people who you trusted your whole life with this last month, the Judgment Day. Your older brother, Damian Priest, right? He's holding that Money in the Bank contract. He's going to cash it in eventually sometime. That means it's your turn to join the Money in the Bank this year, and you need to watch after Damian Priest. You need to watch after the champion this year. Kind of take a little bit after it, because they did you wrong, dude. You did you wrong.
They did me wrong. They did me wrong. You know what? You just brought something into existence. Wouldn't it be crazy if it ended up being me and Damian for the title?
WrestleMania.
Long-term storytelling.
You never know, right?
You never know. This is the wrestling business.
Absolutely. Well, R-Truth, man, have a safe flight. We appreciate you taking the time, and we'll see you here in Lexington in a couple weeks.
All right, man. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all very much.